Wouldn't mind an inevitable defeat, not gonna lie. I think the improvisation capstone is something that, yeah, I'll take it, why not? Is something that's really, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. But I think that's something that's really like making a difference here. And we can actually probably win the game now, so let's see if that will happen. We must not forget that we have... Okay, so he's gonna gain 6 life. But I will not let him draw. And my Lila becomes bigger. Sure. I'm fairly certain we still got this. So, and there we go. So, a different way of winning. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is gonna be another standard deck tech, and just before we get started, you can already see what it is. It's 4-color control, but I got 2 quick messages for you guys. First, sorry for the lack of videos. Life has been pretty hectic in the last couple of weeks, and this week I've been just you know, exhausted. Physically, mentally, all of that stuff, with a lot of stuff to do outside of content creation, so it's been very difficult to post things and create videos, and also my mic messed up, so that's the second message. If you hear breathing or sniffles or whatever that I didn't catch during editing, I apologize for that. My mic messed up, the filters aren't working properly, so the editing might not be great. So now, this is a variation of a deck that just won a tournament with almost 1,000 players. It says here UM because I saw this deck, or the better version you would say, of this deck in Motivo's channel, which is a Brazilian YouTuber. I will leave the link for his video and for his channel in the description or in the comment. I highly suggest you guys go watch it, show some love, you know, subscribe like hell. He's one of my favorite content creators, especially in the Magic space. I made a couple changes here, as I usually do. I don't think I added Traumatic Critique, but I definitely added Resonating Loot and Turtles Forever, which for me is such a sleeper card. That's crazy. I don't understand why more people don't play with this card. This opens, especially in best of 1, this opens 15 more cards that you can use, and throughout the video you're gonna see how useful this card actually is. The rest I feel is pretty much similar. I think he had a couple of one-offs that I added more because I don't have 4 Jeskai Revelations, which I'm pretty sure he played with, and I don't remember if there was more improvisation capstones or something like that. I'm pretty sure Day of Judgment and Ill-Time Explosion were just one-offs, and I added a couple more. Basically, you have No More Lies, which I still think it's a great card, but you probably can find a better counter. This is great for early game, but not that great after like turn 4 or 5. Flashback is fantastic. Flashback will be very helpful if you get your Jeskai Revelation counter, your improvisation capstone, the defeats, the critiques, you know, you can go get them back. You have a card draw with Stock Up and Traumatic Critique as well. Let me separate this a little bit more. Also Turtles Forever. You have Tablet Discovery that does something similar to Resonating Loot in the sense that it allows you to add more mana to play instants and sorceries. Obviously this doubles the mana. This gives you more mana. It's a little bit different, but fantastic. You also mill a card and you may play that card this turn, which is great. Then you have a bunch of removal spells like Lightning Helix and Inevitable Defeat. Obviously Jeskai Revelation serves as that. All of them gain you some life that you're going to need because not only you play with a lot of pain lands, some decks might be too quick and you need help getting to turn 4 where you have both of your board wipes. That, guess what, you only need to run this because you can flash them back with Flashback. So improvisation capstone is the last card of the deck, basically, where you get a lot of value from this. Like, I don't think it stacks up. I think I said that during one of the videos. Like, if you play one, you only paradigm once. I do not think you paradigm twice if you play two of these, because I think I did that in one game and it didn't trigger, but I might be misconstruing what happened. So try it out or let me know in the comments if you know exactly how paradigm works when you have more than one being played. But yeah, pretty good deck, man. Turtles Forever, like I said, especially in best of one, opens 15 more cards. I chose these 15. I thought these were very good choices, but you can pick whatever you want. The intro has been long enough, not gonna keep yapping. Let me know what you guys think about the deck in the comments. Let me know if you guys are gonna try this out, and yeah, let's get in some games. Vino is our first opponent. Let's see if the mic works now. I really hope so. If not, sorry guys, you're gonna probably have to listen to some sniffles that I might miss in the editing portion, but it's gonna take me so much longer to edit a video like that, and I'll try not to sniffle as much as well, but allergies and the weather just kill me. I'll keep this. We'll have black, not black, sorry, red, white, blue available. So is this somewhat of a mirror match? Okay. Yeah, I'll go with starting town and I'll just pass turn, no reason not to. Hopefully our opponent does something, because if not, I'm gonna have to kind of throw resonating loot to the fire. Well, I don't have to, but I kind of need to see what our opponent has, you know? Okay. Interesting counter. Very interesting counter. I'm completely tapped out, so yeah, okay. We will also have 5 available, so we can stock up and normalize something, which is exactly what I'm going to try and do. But we got 5 lands because of course we would, right? How hilarious is this? I'm gonna have to take these two. How hilarious is this, man? You gotta stock up, and the stock up gives you 5 lands. Like, I've won like 4 games in a row, so I understand why this is happening. Okay, Mistrise Village, and just pass turn. This will most definitely be a Jeskai Revelation deck, I think. I just said most definitely, and I think. Yeah, you can do that. I don't really have an issue. So let me just do the math here. We're talking Mistrise Village, and then we'll still have 4, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And I will try and Turtles Forever. Our opponent can already Jeskai Revelation if he wants to, putting Turtles Forever back in my hand and doing all the rest of the shenanigans that the Turtles Forever, that the Jeskai Revelation does. Finally, Jesus Christ. Okay, so one Shitong, Lila, Hang, and I'm gonna go with Yoan. Usually I go with the Archaic, sorry, but I feel like Yoan is a very, very, very solid one for this case, because I feel like that's what he's gonna give me, probably Yoan and maybe one Shitong or something, because people always go big with one Shitong. Oh, he got me Nang. I was not expecting a Nang, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why the artwork is not the same. I hate when Magic does this. Just give me the same goddamn artwork, man. Could force him to do something, you know. But I guess I'll just pass turn and discard something. That is a long time to... You know what? I'll be doing that. He loses his token. I don't have to discard anything, so and usually serves more as a protection piece than anything else, but in this situation I thought, why not, who cares. We will either go with one Shitong or Turtles Forever. Okay, got no more lies that he can play. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go one Shitong for 4, draw 2 cards. I can also just airband, waterband in this case. I'm just trying to make our opponent like draw or do something, you know what I mean? I'll just attack. It's a 6/6 with trample, so even if he creates the fish, that's not really gonna do anything. Okay, so I will stock up in this situation. We have 5 mana available. We can still Turtles Forever, a tablet, and the Jeskai Revelation. Obviously, I will try and go with the tablet. We still have 2 mana, so we can try and counter something, force him to at least utilize either mana or more resources. Okay, we get to play the starting town and just pass turn, I guess. I will take out one of the No More Lies, obviously. Okay, what's coming there? I can force him. No, he can just pay. I don't think there's any point in doing that, to be fair. I'll take one of those out, yeah. Like I said, I don't really think there's any point in doing something along those lines, because he could just pay the 3. And he wasn't even like on his turn, you know, so... The ward is waterband 4. This is a problem. I will Turtles Forever again. Maybe our opponent has a counter. There we go, okay. I will draw. That is my first draw. Yeah, that's my first draw, exactly. So, let me try and do something here, because this is going to be a 7/7 now. Okay. I will Jeskai Revelation, returning one of the lands, like the Coreytown Monastery, dealing 4 damage there. Now we have a No More Lies that we can do something with, or try to. Yeah, 3 steps ahead. He can still pay it. I can force him to pay, because this is only 4 mana. Either way, right? Yeah, I will force him to pay. Even if he doesn't pay, like he still needs to draw some resources away from what he has. So, and I will Lightning Helix now. Like, it's not great, but our opponent's only on 4, so attacking is not ideal unless he has a way of dealing with hang, which is not easy. Maybe next turn I'll pay for the Mistrise Village, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that I can Improvisation Capstone and he cannot really counter it. Maybe I should have done that with the Jeskai Revelation. I completely forgot about that. The game would have been over, but one Shitong for 7 doesn't really scare me. I can Day of Judgment if I need to. But I will most likely Improvisation Capstone, like I said. Maybe we'll get something good. got a Flashback and a Lila. So I'll definitely play Lila. And I'll definitely flashback something. I'll flashback the Lightning Helix. I'll play Lila. A Lightning Helix there. Goes down to 1. I think. Okay, spell snared because of course he had the spell snare, right? Now we'll attack. Now that's an 8/8. He needs to block with the one Shitong. So we basically trade. Now, what is the good thing about what we're doing? Sorry, I just punched my mic and I'm fairly certain you heard that. The good thing here is that we're gonna have that thing every turn. The improvisation capstone. I don't know what our opponent is doing. Oh, it nil-timed explosion. Okay. I'm not super scared or worried about that. You can just yep. I also have a Day of Judgment, so again, not super worried about that. Another Tablet of Discovery. We got a Yoan, so that's not terrible. Ooh, we can actually... Oof. That's crazy, bro. Do I want to do this? Well, I can actually force our opponent. You know what? Yeah, I do want to do this. Another improvisation capstone. And we got a Jeskai revelation. Which again is crazy, but I'm fairly certain our opponent will have a counter for it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 2 mana. Maybe I should have Tablet of Discovery. What? Really? I get lost? Okay. So 4, 3. And we have to try and do this, right? And we got the win. Okay, so this was pretty interesting, you know. It was fairly like was kind of like a mirror match with a couple of differences, but pretty interesting. Let's get into another one. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 in the video and against Ichi, but I was gonna say, and again, apologies if the sound quality isn't the best. Like, I have no idea what the hell's happening. Didn't really notice the 3 pain lands. Let's go with that one. And then we can Sacred Foundry or Hallowed Fountain. I don't think it really matters, but I will pay to life now and just pass turn. Because we might want to counter something like that. I don't want that. I don't want him to be able to utilize that and draw cards and stuff. We'll pay to life again to get the Tablet of Discovery down. Okay, that's fine. Now let's see what our opponent does. Okay. We will Thundering Falls. Let's surveil, see what we're gonna get. I'll definitely take a stock up. Let me throw the other Tablet of Discovery into the void there. Because our opponent will definitely counter that. With the 3 steps ahead, that's actually pretty good for us. So Sacred Foundry, I don't need that. I will stock up. Let's see if our opponent counters this one too. Don't mind if he does, really don't. Detect Intrusion, okay. I want him to use up all the resources possible until we get a chance to Jeskai Revelation. Okay, so now we just pass turn. Maybe our opponent has some card draw or something that he wants to play. Nope, he's just gonna pass turn. We can already Jeskai Revelation, so I'm going to Turtles Forever and see if our opponent just wastes another 3 steps ahead or something. But I would not, to be fair, I would not counter the turtles forever. Okay. And he got me a card. And he got me a counter, which is awesome. Oh, that is a good one, man. Unfortunately, I would have to spend my entire mana. I know, you know what? I will still do that because the more cards I take out from my opponent's hand, the better. He chose not to do that. I maybe he doesn't have one, I don't know, but to me that feels like a huge mistake. Or maybe he just wants to draw a card. Okay, so if that's what you have, I'm solid on that one. Super fine on that one, yeah. We will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Okay, I don't know what. Okay, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but that's fine. Let's go get the board wipe. Yes, please. Oh my god, that was crazy. It was like Christmas morning, you know? And we got the rank up with this. That's crazy. That was a great one. I should start asking for more things from the universe, you know? I guess it works. Let's get into another one. Okay, so I took a little break. I had to, so I'm back now playing against Curbs. And okay, we'll have something to play on pretty much every turn. Even the first one, if you want to not correctly use a flashback. But yeah, we can play the Sacred Foundry or the Starting Town on turn 2. Another flashback, that's kind of crazy. And now we have enough mana for No More Lies. Yeah, I don't mind that. You can have that. This is not one of those decks. I'm going to Tablet of Discovery. Let's see what we lose. Okay, that's not that bad. We can easily flash that one back. Okay, that sucks. We will resonate in loot either way, so I would rather lose the Tablet of Discovery than the Resonate loot, but we will, or we can possibly lose both. So, kinda sucks. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. I think I'll just pass turn. We have a bunch of stuff to do. So, No More Lies there. And we still have 4 mana. That's why I love this, man. This will only give one of the colors, obviously. So, and now we can flash back a No More Lies, which is also pretty awesome. Ooh, okay. So much better than the flashback is being able to use this. Inevitable defeat on the Caretaker's talent immediately. We go back to 19 life, which is pretty good, unless our opponent has something that gives X-proof or Shroud or whatever to everything. We are solid here. I really like these Paradigm cards, man. They are really really cool. That is fine-ish, because we're gonna get to Paradigm every turn now. And we're gonna be casting stuff that, you know, we're gonna be doing it basically for free. Or not basically, we're gonna be doing it for free. So 1 Shitong, 1,000,000%, Lila, Hang, and let me see how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna Dawning Archaic. I think that's one that they rarely choose, which is expected. I was gonna say crazy, but no, it is expected that they rarely choose to give me the chance to play a Dawning Archaic. So I will pay 2 life here, and I think I'll just pass turn. I was gonna play Lila, but I fear that our opponent might most likely have Yeah, I'm gonna force him to spend his whole turn on the Caretaker's talent. I think that is pretty acceptable. Unfortunately, if we had the loot, we could have flashed back the No More Lies, but oh my god, he's not gonna play it. That's amazing. That is amazing. Now, let's see what we get, because this turn might be... Oh, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain about another Turtles forever. Let's go get Sonar now, another Lila, in case he destroys that one, and Malek is already an 8-8. But you know what, I kinda want Prismari. Don't really know what our opponent has, but from what we can tell, I really don't think there's a big chance of us like losing this game. I might be talking out of my butt though. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lila. I don't know what our opponent has, like I said, but Lila is gonna be very important for the next couple of turns. And unless our opponent just completely pops off and shuts us down, shuts us off, I don't know. I think we're in a pretty safe spot here. I don't mind if there's a board wipe coming or something. I don't mind if he starts creating tokens or whatever either, so that kind of sucks. Now, I do not want a board wipe. That's what I do not want. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. That is beautiful. So Lila's gonna be a 6/6. So we're dealing 8 and we have 3 more there. I'll decline that one. And we have 3 more there, but let's see what our opponent does, because I'm assuming he has something there. Okay, get lost on Lila. He has exactly 3 mana. I can flashback, pay it. Yeah, but that will only force... There's no point. I'll just take that. Like, our opponent has exactly 3 mana, so there was no point in forcing him to do whatever. I'll just go with that. I don't mind that. And we will just end turn. Like I said, even if our opponents just, you know, wipe the board or something, like he has 1 card in hand. Yeah, we got the win. Like, that was expected for like 4 or 5 turns now. Probably I could have done something that would have made this happen a little bit sooner, but let's get into another one. Arsenic. Crafty is our opponent. Let's see. I'll definitely keep this. On turn 2 we can Lightning Helix if we want to and remove something that's annoying. On turn 3 we will Tablet of Discovery, or we can. And Resonating Loot on turn 4 just to make it a little bit more dangerous for our opponents, I guess. I don't think that makes a difference, so I'll go with that. Another flashback. Like last game we only have 2 and we saw 2. We had 2 in hand. Really didn't have a chance to use it, but we had 2 in hand. And okay, I was not expecting that. So I'm assuming a cub is coming. So I think I'm just gonna start in town and just pass turn. Because like I said, I'm assuming a cub is coming. Yep. So I'll just try and immediately destroy it. He might have a protection spell, which is expected here. Don't really know why it's expected, because I was not expecting Forsaken Miner in a cub deck, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay. That is weird. Our opponent definitely has something, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna pay life, because I feel like I need to be quicker here. Because I feel like an Ouroboros is definitely coming. We have a lot of life in our hands, which is also very good. So let's see, our opponent needs to turn one of these, probably the Sanctum, and then he attacks with everything. Okay. No Ouroboros. I'm very happy with that, don't get me wrong. Ooh, Day of Judgment. I think I'm gonna be forced to Day of Judgment, or try to. Yeah, I kinda have to. I kinda have to do this, unfortunately. Okay, our opponent is not really playing anything, which is good for us. I will resonate in loot. I will definitely resonate in loot now. Maybe a counter? Okay, so we got a counter there. This is a different deck, so we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so very close to that one. Sorry if you heard slurping, I forgot about my mic and I'm drinking coffee. We can play the Inevitable Defeat. We can also flashback something. I will pass turn for now. We're on 8 life. I want to see what our opponent does before I start utilizing my removal spells. I'm gonna do it now, or try to. I can see our opponent having something there. Okay, nothing. We'll take 2 or we'll go back down to 8. Stock up is very, very good. That's exactly what I'm going to play. We will take Mistrise Village because our opponent plays with and then no more lies, I guess, because our opponent plays with counters. That's obvious. So I'll just pass turn. I will try to Lightning Helix the Miner. I don't really mind that he can bring it back because Inevitable Defeat is more important for other types of cards, I guess. I will risk it just because we got another one. Okay, that's actually pretty good, so let's see. One Shitong, Lila, Hang, and the Dawning Archaic, obviously, because we have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the Dawning Archaic is costing just 4 at this point. One thing I notice is that the paradigms don't stack, right? So if I play another Improvisation Capstone, I will not get 2 triggers, I don't think. I might be wrong, but I'm fairly certain I'm right. Okay. Come on, board wipe. There we go. Beautiful. And we got a stock up to boot. And we got the win as well, so another very good, very solid win. Awesome, very quick as well. For a control deck, that's not the normalest thing, but you get so much mana with the Tablets of Discovery and the resonating loots that I added that it's pretty normal to finish games quickly. So let's get into another one. I have no idea. Macalai's son, maybe? I hope I didn't butcher that, but here we go. Eternal Taskmaster. I've actually been watching this show. If you guys know it, let me know down in the comments. I think I'll keep just because we have 2 Tablets of Discovery, but the end isn't great, so we're probably not gonna have a great game. I think it depends on what our opponent is playing, basically. If it's like a very aggressive deck, then we're probably in for a pounding here. Pause, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, no more lies is good. I will pass turn. I will take the no more lies for sure. It is Golgari, so I'm assuming it has something to do with the... I'm gonna go Tablet of Discovery with Professor Feliandel. We just got another easy win, so I mean, I guess I'll take it. Let's get into another one. Easy win set aside. Let's see what Molo the Brilliant has in store for us now. Yeah, I'll definitely keep this. This seems like a very good hand if we're not playing against something that's super aggressive. We are missing a black mana source, but that's easy to find. See, there we go. We already have the black mana source we were hoping for. Okay, another Golgari deck. Our opponent paid 2 life not to do anything. That's kind of weird. What could he have? Maybe a Requiem X? or something. And again, I'm just gonna go with the Tablet of Discovery. Maybe there's a counter coming or something. Okay, another Quandrix Charm. Is it the same exact deck that we played against last game? Or not last game, but I'm gonna try and Resonating Loot. Maybe there's another counter, which it is what it is if there is. Okay, there's not. Rakshasa's Bargain. I haven't seen that card in a minute. This card is very good. I don't know why it stopped being played, but very, very solid. Well, maybe there's better options, you know? Maybe that's the reason. Okay, Wistfulness. What did he choose? Exile target artifact. I'm fine with that. Not ideal, but not the worst thing. I'm gonna Sacred Foundry and stock up most likely. Change my mind a little bit, but not a lot. Not a lot. So stock up. And I'm gonna go get what? We already have the Improvisation Capstone and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 mana to play it. So stock up and Turtles Forever. Like, I know a lot of people do not play with this card, but I really do feel like this adds a lot of value into your deck. Like, for me, it's a sleeper card, to be fair. Don't tell me it's another Wistfulness. Not that I mind that much, but... Oh, Cavallero. Okay, so it is another Wistfulness, just not in the same sense. Again, not that I mind that much, but... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With 6 mana, I could stock up. See what we got, because... You know what, I'm gonna stock up first. See what we can get out of this. I could go get a Flashback, and I can go get a Jeskai Revelation. I think that's a good one. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna do this and pass turn. We have 6 mana here. We can Flashback the stock up next turn. We can Inevitable Defeat the Cavallero. I don't know exactly what type of Cavallero deck this is because I don't see any discard so far, which is kind of weird. Usually that's what you want in a Cavallero deck, but okay, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Come on, give me a land. Not that one. God damn it, man. Not that one. Okay, so let me surveil. See what we get. We might get something. Do I want this? Sure. It's not a bad one. I could Flashback. Pay 3 for stock up. Still have 2. I can Inevitable Defeat as well. The Emeritus of Ideation. I think I will. I will have to spend all my hard-earned cash, my mana, on that, but why the oops? I don't understand the oops. What did I do wrong? What happened? So, I will definitely Tablet of Discovery this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I don't want the No More Lies. I don't really care about that. I'll just pass turn. And we still have 6 mana. We can Flashback something. We can Flashback the Inevitable Defeat. I know exactly what he's gonna do. He's just gonna take the Tablet of Discovery. I will do that. Let it resolve. And I think I'll try and Turtles Forever now. So, let me see how many do I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do one Shitong. Let's do Lila. Let's do Aang again. And let's do Dawning Archaic, man. Let's go. Let's go for it. Seems like it started raining. I don't think it did, but the noise from my window was very weird. So it was either a lot of wind, or it really did seem like it started raining. So, Dawning Archaic still costs 5, which is fine. I think next turn is probably time to try and Jeskai Revelation. Or the Capstone. I can also try and do that. Just scared that I might die. Ooh. Let me think. Yeah, man, screw it. Maybe I should just pass turn, because this might bring me nothing. It's always a crapshoot. It's a fantastic card, don't get me wrong, but it's always a crapshoot, you know? I don't know, man. Our opponent has a lot of mana. He plays Cavallero, which is kinda nuts. Okay, so I will... Should I Eng the Cavallero? No. I will try and Jeskai Revelation. Screw it. I have a flashback. I can try and go get it back. So I'll return that. I don't care. I'll go with Cavallero there. Okay, so I think I should stop worrying about our opponent having a lot of counters. I think that seems pretty safe at this point. I was expecting that. I don't mind. And now, Mistrise Village. I think I'm gonna go with this. Don't tell me he got a counter now. That would be kinda crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I could have made it uncounterable, but then again, maybe just as like a Requiting X or something. I have no idea. That works. We'll get a little bit more life, our monk gets a little bit bigger. The Archaic will be a little bit... yeah, I was expecting that, so that's fine. Do not mind that at all. That's the beauty of this deck, like you really can do a lot, you know? Unfortunately, we don't have like a loot right now, because if we did, we would be living the good life, you know? Okay, so even if our opponent has a Cavallero, what can that do? Nothing, I don't think. That is fine. Ooh, Lila. Yep. No, unfortunately not. So I can play Lila. Still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana available. Think I'm just gonna pass turn. Be chill. Our opponent can gain a lot of life now, because this will give him at least 3 life, if I'm not mistaken. So for example, there's that. I can no more lies. He pays 1, 2, 3. Yes, exactly that. Okay. I'll let that resolve, because I will probably hang. Maybe I should have done that already. I don't know if that's gonna resolve and let me still do that, but I think so, because he gains life and then there's like an opportunity like for me to do something. Yeah, so now I'll try and hang. I will hairbend, right? Waterbend, no, it's airbend. Yeah, airbend. God damn it. Lila, which is more important than hang, in case you were wondering. Another Ancient Cornucopia, you can pay that for sure. But Lila only costs 2 now, and we get a Paradigm. I always forget about the Paradigms. Sure, I'll take an ill-timed explosion. I don't need to discard anything, so I'll decline. I will go with that. I'll pay 2 life. I'll play the Lila again. We have a bunch of mana. I will stock up. Turtles Forever, and I'll take the loot as well. I will not play the loot right now. What can I do? Because only 4 mana. I'm gonna go give it a little bit of thinking, because if our opponent has another one, I don't want to lose the Dawning Archaic right now. You know what? I'll go with that. just so that I don't have to discard, and the Lightning Helix becomes plotted, so I will be able to use it at a later turn. And next turn we can go absolutely batshit crazy with the loots and, you know, turtles forever, whatever the hell. We will have 7, so we can actually also draw with the loot. Okay. So, Emeritus of Ideation, Ancestral Recall, in Standard. Man, I really love really love the new Strixhaven set, man. Honestly, crazy work. Okay, so my turn. Let's see what we get. Wouldn't mind an inevitable defeat, not gonna lie. I think the improvisation capstone is something that yeah, I'll take it, why not? Is something that's really, there we go, ask and you shall receive. But I think that's something that's really like making a difference here, and we can actually probably win the game now, so let's see if that will happen. We must not forget that we have, okay, so he's gonna gain 6 life, but I will not let him draw, and my Lila becomes bigger. Sure. I'm fairly certain we still got this. So, and there we go. So, a different way of winning the game. Unfortunately, I was a little bit too worried to play the Dawning Archaic, but this card is just absolutely crazy. Lila, underrated as hell as well. I'm definitely gonna bring a Lila undefeated sleek shot brawl video, so subscribe if you want to see that. This card is crazy. Let's see what happens next. GGC 80 the Virtuous is our next opponent. We are 2 games away from another rank up. I'm gonna try and get there, even if I have to play a couple games quote unquote offline, off camera. I don't know how you want to say that, but we are close to another rank up, so I'm assuming we are going to start losing. I like this end. We have card draw and a little bit of removal. We have surveil. We have pretty much all the colors except black. We have Tablet of Discovery. I think I'm gonna keep. Not great, but okay, so this is going to be a very difficult game, but I'm happy I kept the kill-timed explosion. Yeah, I'll keep that as well because of the possible inevitable defeat that we might get. Fairly certain we will have to survive for a couple of turns here. I'm just going to put this one tapped. Everything comes in untapped, so we are literally a turn away. He's gonna pay, put it here, it gains flying. It's a 3/3, a 4/4 most likely, no? Okay, that's smart. So, we're going on for what, 14 now? Yep. Okay, we can stock up or we can Tablet of Discovery. I'm gonna go Tablet of Discovery because the more mana the better. We will need something good with the ill-timed explosion, or else we're gonna be absolutely goddamn screwed here. Okay, so 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oof, that's gonna be rough. That's big damage. That's 9 damage. We're gonna go down to 5. Another ill-time explosion. That's actually perfect. We can take one of those out. I'll take that. And we still have 2 mana. That's actually pretty good. So I'll take the Foundry, and I can actually just take the stock up because our opponents can. and most likely will get more creatures, so I think I'll need the ill-timed explosion more, so I'll go with that. Dealing 3, which is more than enough, and we can draw 2 cards next turn. Let's see if our opponent whiffed, because we're just on 5 life, you know? That's definitely not a lot. Now, that does not scare me at all, and neither does that, to be fair. Not right now, at least, so... Can we Jeskai Revelation? We can. So I think I'm gonna do that right now, because that will gain us a little bit of life. I will return... what? The Veteran, I'll take that one out. Because that will make things bigger, you know? Okay, I think we're pretty safe-ish. The Veteran Survivor does not scare me. We are getting so much land, man. God damn. Let's go with Elegant Parlor so that we can surveil more land. Yeah, that's exactly what I want, man. Jesus Christ. I think I'll go with that just for one. We can always flash it back. That's gonna have prowess. Okay, that's beautiful. I'll take out the starting town. I could do something else, but first I want to know more lies open. I don't really think there's a lot our opponent can do, but or cannot pay for with this deck. He has 5 mana, 6 now, so I'm going to Turtles forever. I'm pretty sure our opponent will just quit the game when he sees what will pick, so I'm gonna go with that. Yes, one Shitong, Lila, and Hang. I'm pretty sure our opponent will just quit the game after this one, but again, solid as hell, man. Solid as all hell. Let's just see what we get to play with. Next turn, I'll most likely, I don't know, Lightning Helix, Tablet of Discovery, something along those lines. Let's start with the Tablet of Discovery. We still get a bunch of mana. Let's see what we get to play with. Another Flashback. We can use the Flashback on something. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Flashback and get the Jeskai Revelation. Right? Yep, and we can play it. I'll return that. I'll deal 4 damage there. Get 2 more tokens. Dealing 12 damage total this turn. My hand is fully stacked, and I'm gonna discard the No More Lies. Why not? So, again, we gotta remind ourselves that this deck has probably the biggest win rate of all the decks in Standard, or at least it used to have very not a long time ago. That's what I meant. So great win. Let's see what happens next. Time to attempt the such required, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying, second rank up of the video. I do not like this hand. Okay, I like this hand a little bit more. I'll take out the Jeskai Revelation. I don't like this hand either way, but I'm not gonna mulligan to 5. Okay, we're seeing Orzhov and all the 4 mana spells in our deck. I'll take that either way. We might need that. Actually, I have... Okay. So is this like a mirror match or something? Because there's Izzet, there's Orzhov, there's blue. I think this is gonna be a mirror match. We're gonna go Tablet of Discovery. Don't really know what our opponent might have. Okay, Steam Vents would have been nice because we need more mana. We have all of the 4 mana spells we can have. I'm gonna pay 2 life. I'm gonna go play the loot. I'm counting on a counter, so that's not gonna be surprising. Okay. Interesting. Can we get the loot? Okay, we got the loot. Something's fishy here. I don't know if it's the mana, only one blue, but something doesn't feel right. It seems like I'm in front, but I don't think I am. And this doesn't seem like a mirror match, but I do not know what this is. Well, I guess I'm gonna stock up. Well, try to at least. Okay, I'll definitely take that. Not all the mana in the world. Unfortunately, I wouldn't want that, but I'll take the Great Hall of Biblioplex. I'll play it and I'll pass turn. I will try to Turtles Forever at the end of our opponent's turn, and depending on what he plays... Again, is this a goddamn mirror match? Well, a mirror match is not gonna be because my deck is different. I do not have a counter, but I can pay 3, no? Okay. Oh, because I can pay 3 just to... Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I can only pay the 3 to... or use the loot's ability to play sorceries and instants. What a brain freeze I just got. So this is definitely Jeskai Revolution. Definitely 100%. There is absolutely no world where this is not Jeskai Revelation. Jeskai Revelation. That's why it was sounding weird. Okay, another loot does nothing here for me. I think I'll just pass turn. Even if our opponent plays the Revelation now, which he can, because he has 7. I think he's not gonna risk it. Maybe he is. Yep, Revelation. Do I have anything here that can help me? Not really. Okay. I kinda have to go with that. I could take one of these out already. I will. Okay, 16 and this is a weird matchup for us because we're not getting any counters. We didn't get the Revelation. Our opponent had a lot more card draw than us. We had a very slow start, but that's because I didn't want to go to 5. I decided to keep a hand with 2 like board wipes, which is not great against this deck unless our opponent plays another Revelation, and in that case, yeah, I'll take it. I will most likely try and Resonating Loot, I think, next turn. Our opponent can just Great Hall of the Biblioplex and attack with both, maybe. But I don't know what our opponent's intentions are. Kodak is really mulling it over. I'm not seeing any movement or anything, so cue the elevator music. Okay, so we're back. Let me see, I have a stock up there. I might try and stock up next turn. So, Shattered Sanctum, I'll try and Resonating Loot because we'll have 5 mana available. But then again, our opponent clearly has something, but is not here, I guess. His connection dropped or something, so let's see. Elevator music again. Okay, so we got the win, we got the rank up. I don't think we were going to win this game, but you know, I'm gonna close the game either way, the video either way here with another rank up. We got lucky, I guess, but sometimes we do need luck, so let's get into the final thoughts. So, final thoughts, everyone. This deck slaps. I'm not the biggest control fan, but I think I'm changing. Decks like this do a lot of different things. It's not just counter, destroy, counter, destroy. It has a lot of that, but you also have a lot of things like Resonating Loot's ability of doubling the mana, Jeskai Revelation creates tokens, Turtles Forever, which For me, this is the definition of a sleeper card. Like if you're playing best of one, if you're in a deck that plays with white, and especially if you're in a deck that cares about instants and sorceries, it's ridiculous that you don't have at least one of these. This opens up 15 more cards in your sideboard that can resolve a crap ton of problems for you. I don't see it being played that much. I understand it costs 4, but I really do think it's worth it. The rest, man, like Flashback is a great new card. Traumatic Critique, you know how I feel about this card. Resonating Loot was not in the original list, but I really thought that since we have Jeskai Revelation and Improvisation Capstone here, some very like mana heavy big spells, and we want to be playing things in our opponent's turn as well, I really think that it makes sense to add. I added 2, maybe just 1, maybe 4, I don't know. You play around with it and see what works best for you. I gotta tell you, No More Lies is a great card, but really I only feel it being useful in the beginning of games, like first 3 turns, maybe 4 at most, and if it's against decks that don't really play a lot of ramp spells, because after that you really don't do anything. So I might change this for a 3 steps ahead or something like that. Then you have Lightning Helix, Tablet of Discovery, fantastic. I'll put it in the same category as Resonating Loot. Different, but really good as well. And then you have another great new card, Improvisation Capstone. This will trigger every single turn. You get a lot of value from this. The rest is just value city and removal control, you know, like the things we are already expecting to see in a deck like this, which caps off with Jeskai Revelation, which I would tell you to get at least 3 in the deck, but I only have 2, and I only have, well, I have 3 mythics now. I could actually craft 1 more, but I had, I think, 1 mythic left, and I like to craft very different decks. My sideboard, I chose these cards because I thought, you know, they made sense here. You can choose whatever you feel like it. There's a lot of stuff you can play around with your sideboard because of Turtles Forever, but I really like this card, and I really think it's something that people overlook tremendously. I really hope you enjoyed the video. This is it, guys. I think we had 8 games. I don't think we lost a single one since we started recording, so for the video this is 8-0. I will try and go on Untapped and see the win percentage of this deck, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be very high, but I haven't played like 50 games with it, so that's kind of normal. But like I said, this is the video. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for helping me reach 350, and we are at 355, I think, right now, subs. So our next goal is 400. Subscribe, share the video, comment, like, you know, do all of that great stuff. It helps out a ton, and it's truly appreciated, you know. And we're building something here as a team, me and you guys. So it's slow and steady, but slow and steady wins the race, right? Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what changes you would make. Let me know if you guys will try out the deck or not. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.